Hello, welcome to another episode of the Below the Line podcast. I'm Victor Barahad from Connect Marketing Services, and with me is
Adaramati Shogo.
Adarama.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Now, can you kindly introduce yourself and tell us a bit of your background and career and how you got to this point?
My name is Adaramati Shogo. I have a background in arts, but I run a tech company, Alpha and Nimbus Limited. The company started officially last year, 2020. Till date, we've worked with quite a number of brands. My background is in history and international studies. That's what I studied in school. However, I also studied art in the UK, and I was in college in Canada too. So I've had quite a bit of exposure when it comes to exploiting these technologies, that's augmented reality and virtual reality, which is what our company does, by the way. I apologize for not introducing that first. We specialize in the creation of augmented reality, virtual reality, and mixed reality, custom built to suit the brands of needs. And we use the best technology, the best tools and methods and processes to cater for the needs of different brands. And we try as much as possible to ensure that whatever process or whatever we are creating for you fits into your brand's image and represent your brand to achieve the best results that you're looking for.
Oh, fantastic. I
Yeah.
was kind of interested when you said you have an art background.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how did you go from history to art, or was art always a passion?
Yeah, art was always a passion. In fact, initially I was studying communications in Canada at Brock University. I was not too comfortable with the course. I didn't like the course. So I moved to art school in UK in Kent.
Oh, okay.
Which is funny, it was a tug of war with my father because going to study art in the diaspora is not exactly something someone can fend off in Nigeria. That's what people think. You can actually. I came back to Nigeria. When I came back, I studied history and international studies at Adeleke University in Ede to sort of supplement my background, which was, according to the Nigerian climb, not suitable or not sufficient enough. And my time in what actually started my journey into this tech space was there was this particular man who sort of helped me, Mr. Shei, yes. He was uneducated and he actually he helped me harness my art skills. He sort of, he saw potential and he taught me how to harness that potential. So that was before I went to UK to start art school, to sort of prep me up a bit before getting there. And what you have is Mr. Shei was uneducated. He didn't go to school. He didn't have any formal education, but he was very skilled with a paintbrush, with a pencil, and he expressed himself of how he was not accepted by the inner art market because he didn't understand the rules of art and things like that. And I was concerned, and I met quite a number of other artists, some educated too, while I was here, because I was exploring before I went to start. And unfortunately, I realized that a lot of the Nigerian art market that is currently, the young people in art, they don't get enough exposure. So I was looking to create a solution that would allow these young artists to get the exposure they need to appear on the international scene. There's only the few, not few, but like quite a number of artists of Nigerian descent and African descent in the diaspora that eventually are able to sort of come out and bloom. Those are the ones in the diaspora now that I'm talking about. So I was like, why can't people who are here also have the same opportunities? So the goal was to create a virtual gallery whereby artists here and around Africa can be showcased in diaspora. I was able to achieve that in the early years in collaboration with the Commonwealth Africa Initiative. I was able to get through to the Director of Africa Operations, person of Honorable Dio Israel, and he helped us to get to exhibitions across different climes, in the UK, in Canada, in New York. And it was good initially, but what you have is people were not too comfortable about wearing the VR glasses. And it was a big barrier. So we had to, because I mean, different people wearing the same VR glasses. Even before Corona, people were not too, they were not warming up to that. So we had to look for a new solution, which we found in augmented reality (AR). And yeah, we were able to achieve that last year during the Corona pandemic, the height of it. We had an exhibition, the Alpha Divide, where artists from across different nationalities, um, in different countries, were able to exhibit in the same gallery in augmented reality, which was very interesting because it has never been done before in Nigeria. It has never ever been done. I'm happy because I had the support of the Society of Nigerian Artists, the president, person of Oliver Enwanwu, son of the famous modernist Ben Enwanwu. He has always been there to help us throughout our journey. We've also had the opportunity of working with an artist, in person of an upcoming artist, in person of Tenny, the entertainer. She was able to create the first virtual reality experience out of Africa, you know. She curated her album in a VR experience, which is currently on YouTube. We had our fears, the artist, the client she had her fears because the technology is not really known here. It's not really used here in Africa, generally. And Nigeria, talk less of Africa, because Nigeria is at the heart of things in terms of progressive technology. You know, we know about these things, South Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, but it's not as pronounced in these places. So it was a big fear for the client. And we prepared for just 200 people. She just wanted to get her super fan base, the VR glasses, to watch the Wonderland experience. But we got over 1,000 registrations.
Wow.
Which was funny. And till date, we've had over 150,000 streams
Wow,
of the
that's
experience. And people are still hitting us up, and they're like, where can we get these glasses? Where can we get this? And, you know, it's really sad that we can't cater for them because, you know, the client only prepared for, you know, what we expected, but we got much more, which is a good sign. We've also had the opportunity of working, so that was a VR experience. We also had the opportunity of working with the Marriott Hotel, with the CFAX group. It was really interesting because when we finished, what we did was we created an augmented reality experience of the hotel. So essentially, the customers can sort of view the hotel without being there. And when at the launch of the hotel, which happened I think last month,
Yeah.
the Marriott guys, the guys from Marriott International were sort of surprised that the hotel has never done anything like that, and they were wondering why headquarters Marriott Global has not done something like that. You know, they were very surprised because Marriott is always at the forefront of technology when it comes to the hospitality in the hospitality space. They're always in front. So they were fascinated, they were impressed, they loved it because what you have now is if one wanted to book their ballroom space and didn't know how it looked or how big it was, with our augmented reality app, you can have an idea of what the size is, because what it does is it deploys you in that space in real time, so you can sort of view the space with your phone camera.
Oh, that's fantastic. I mean, that's some real great innovation.
Yeah.
So, I mean, coming from COVID,
Yeah.
there were a lot of changes to a lot of people's businesses. A lot of businesses went down. A lot of people had challenging periods and lost jobs.
Yeah.
How did that impact your business, and how did the need for digital transformation, also help grow or affect your business?
Okay, I'll say I'm not happy COVID happened. However, I must be factual and very real. COVID helped my business. Most people who had online businesses, COVID helped them. Being that my business is centered around virtual, augmented realities, COVID made the business sort of relevant. Because without COVID, people would have been able to tour the hotel. During the launch, they didn't want too many people going around the hotel to prevent or to control the spread of the virus. So our app came through as relevant in that climb, in helping people to sort of tour the hotel virtually without having to go into each and every room. So COVID was quite, or has been quite good to the business. However, I wanted to go because my business doesn't need COVID to thrive. It's just where the future is going to, because globally right now, AR, VR is on the rise, is developing technology. Earlier this year or last year, Facebook bought Oculus, the VR company, and they're investing so much into trying to see how to exploit the technology. So it's definitely a big player when it comes to CX metrics for brands and consumers generally. So yeah, I'm excited about the future.
Okay, so how has been the adoption in Nigeria? I mean, you've heard you've spoken about Marriott and a few other places, but how's the adoption from the average person's point of view, knowing that a lot of people are not very digitally literate or might not even understand what this is?
Yeah, I would say it's been good because like you said, most people don't know the tech. So sometimes when you see VR, people think VR has to be very expensive, but it's not always the case. There are cheap VR glasses where you can put your phone in it and enjoy. It doesn't have to be the Oculus or the big end, high end glasses. You can use your phone to sort of have an idea of what VR actually is, and it gives you an immersive experience also. So I would say most people that have eventually found out how easy it is to actually experience VR eventually like the experience. They want to experience it. So I would say we just need more evangelism to spread this gospel.
The gospel of the
So
VR.
yeah, or VR, AR. So, but so far so good. You have a case where most people that actually now learn about it, are eager to actually get into that using the technology. So,
Okay,
yeah.
so you work with content creators, or you create content as well, or you just focus on working for brands?
Oh, we have. I mean, all our content has been original. We created everything. The tennis Wonderland experience, we created it. We animated. We created the 3D avatars. We created every single thing. We are the ones that created the script. So we have content creators. We have PR people. We have all manner of. We have a PR company actually that is incubating some of our brands, because we're a company that has a lot of little brands, and we have Shogo VR under us. We have Ramati Art Africa, the art gallery, AR gallery under us. So yeah, we have a lot of content creators. We are happy and we're open to collaborations with other people, definitely, because teamwork makes the dream work. Exactly.
Fantastic. So just before we round up, what has been your biggest challenge? In business so far?
My biggest challenge is, I guess, we're in Nigeria together. We have we have a lot of problems and challenges. Getting to sort of spread the technology on a large scale it has been a challenge, because people don't quite get it until they experience it. It's not a new thing. I think it's on a global scale. Until people sort of experience VR, they can't understand how immensely beneficial it can be to them, to their brands, and how exciting it can be to them as consumers. It's a different experience. It's not 3D. It's a different ballgame entirely. But to simplify things, AR is like, when you go on Instagram filters and Snapchat and you put a filter on your face, and then you have the sun shades.
Yeah.
That is a mild, that's a mild form of AR. So we have more advanced forms where you can wear AR glasses, and you have a feel of something being in your physical environment, and it's not actually there. So it's quite exciting for me, and for everybody that has actually experienced it.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much. It's been great having a chat with you.
Thank you very
We
much.
look forward to maybe having you again sometime on the podcast.
Amen.
Yeah,
I'll be
great.
happy to help.
Yeah, so we can know some of the new things you do.
Okay.
All right, have a great one. Thank you very much.
You too. Cheers.
Thank you very much. This has been another episode of the Below the Line podcast. We look forward to more episodes and share more things with you.